All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar. Vikings making some more moves in free agent signing defensive lineman Jerry Tillery. You know what? I should just show some respect. Former first-round pick Jerry Tillery. We're going to get to know him. Before we do that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos here every damn day. Talking Minnesota Vikings. We're going live tonight, 6 o'clock Central Time. Join us. Talking tons of free agency, draft, all that good stuff. So I think it's fair to say we're in the second wave of free agency where those signings begin to get less sexy to the point where it's mildly gross. We're not there yet, but this is wave 2. Jerry Tillery. What I love about this, and we're going to get to know him real quick, we're adding to the defensive line. We clearly neglected the defensive line in phase 1. Granted, we added some very good linebackers, but before the Tillery signing, our defensive line was Harrison Phillips, Jacalyn Roy, and Jonathan Bullard. Yuck. So now Jerry Tillery comes into the mix, and as of now, I mean, he's actually playing. He's probably a starter right now. I mean, granted, we still got the draft. We still have some more moves to make, but Jerry Tillery would probably start if the season were tomorrow. So Tillery, former first round pick by the Chargers, spent 3.5 years there before going to the Raiders for 1.5 years. The Chargers moved on from him. I think it's probably fair to say so far he's been a mild bust, maybe even a full-blown bust. Career 12.5 sacks in 5 seasons. Has started 39 games, played in 79. Played okay with the Raiders, but the Raiders just recently waived him along with Garoppolo, the Hunter Renfros, and Jerry Tillery was in that mix. Coming out of college, he's looked at that as that 5-tech defensive end, a guy who can get after the quarterback, very powerful guy, and that's kind of what he's done in the NFL. I mean, really, over the last 2 years, he's only started 10 games. So he comes into a spot where he could potentially start 17 games. I see the Tillery signing as a guy who comes in on our defensive line. It's just like, go after the quarterback. Go get the quarterback, get him. Maybe he comes in on third downs. But I like it. I mean, it's a good depth move. It's not like this is going to get me all riled up, but I'm also not going to sit and piss and moan about it. It kind of feels like the type of signings we've made in the trades, like the Ross Blacklocks and the Jonathan Bullards, guys like that, where they just haven't worked out where they've been. And hopefully they come here, and Brian Flores with his schemes and the amount of times he blitzes. Maybe Jer Bear has a career year. I mean, his best year is 4.5 sacks. Maybe he comes in, gets a nice little 5 spot. It's a 1-year deal. It's cheap. I think it can max out at like 3.25. Maybe it's 3.75. Pretty cheap deal. So I like the signing. I anticipate more of these along the defensive line because we don't really have anybody. And then hopefully we hit it hard in the draft. But Jerry Tillery, you know, I love me some former first-round picks. So maybe he comes here. Brian Flores takes his wand out, magically makes him fantastic. And I got to be honest, I think he's Daryl's long-lost cousin from The Office, because the more I look at him, he looks just like Daryl. So that's a good sign. I love The Office. All right, comments below. Let me know what you think about the Jerry Tillery signing.